welcome back. A 3-meter ladder is placed against a brick wall. The base of the ladder is 900 millimeters from the base of the wall. Find the angle the ladder makes with the wall. So now let's figure out which trig function this would be. Right, so here's theta. We know the opposite is 900 millimeters. We know this would be the right angle. The hypotenuse is the 3-meter ladder. Who uses opposite and hypotenuse? Well, that would be sine. So sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. Right. So before we put any measurements, we've got our formula to set up our equation. Before we put any measurements, we have to do one very important thing. We need to convert meters to millimeters. So notice that the opposite side is measured in millimeters and the hypotenuse is measured in meters, and you cannot work with two different units of measure. All right, this will be true for any problem. If you see that you've got two units of measure, convert one to the other. I think it would be easier to convert the meters to millimeters. So 3 meters equals 3,000 millimeters. Right? So we'll make our hypotenuse equal to 3,000 so that we're all in the same units of measure. Otherwise, it makes it seem like our ladder is 900 meters away, and that would just not be possible. It's only a 3-meter ladder. All right, so sine theta equals, so the opposite side is 900. The hypotenuse is 3,000. Although I said reducing is optional, it might be nice here to reduce. Right? This reduces pretty nicely. We could cancel out all those zeros. Right? So we have sine theta equals, right? So the zeros will cancel. And then we would just have 9 over 30. Well, those are both divisible by 3, so that's 3/10. So it might be nice to rewrite that as 3/10. All right, so now we want to isolate theta, so we're going to take an arc sine of both sides. Please don't forget this step. Right? A, it sets up for easy evaluation, and B, it shows that you know the relationship between arc sine and sine. You know how to isolate the variable. So theta equals arc sine. Let's change that to a decimal right away. And that's pretty easy decimal. That's just 0.3. All right, so now let's use our table, and then we'll use the calculator. So 0.3, oh, this is sine, by the way. This is cosine, and this is tangent. So looks like we are right in between here, huh? So one is 7.76 away, and the other one is 0.9 away. So 0.76 is a little less than 9. So theta here is 17 degrees using the table. Now if you put 17.5, that'd be all right. And if you put 18, I tell you, well, it was 17. You're a little closer to 17, but I still count that. Let's use a calculator and see what we get in the calculator. Right, so we have 0.3, and we want arc sine this time. And see, if you put 17.5, you'd be pretty close, because that's 17.46 to the nearest hundredth. So a little closer to 17 than 18 degrees, but really kind of right in the middle. And if you rounded to the nearest tenth, it would have been 17.5 degrees, right? So you might want to pick that value if you're like right smack in the middle of the two values. Otherwise, whichever one you're closest to. So in the next video, we're going to learn how to solve for everything, sides, angles, everything, right? So come back for that, Nearpod. But this is the end of solving for missing angles, because it's really just that easy. All right, thanks for watching. Bye for now.